Hi again, everybody, and welcome back here to Paul J. Youth, your field house at the campus of Chisholm High School in North Enid. Todd Miller, Matt Adair for the call of game number 2 of 4 on semifinal Friday afternoon, Friday night here at the Week Capital, 57th edition, as it's winners bracket semifinal number 1 of the boys game, Heritage Hall. They are ranked 3rd in Class 3A. 8-0 of the season. They'll take on Jones, 2-5. Jones knocked off Woodward in the game. The Longhorns trailed much of the day yesterday, 77-65. And Matt Adair, you saw this Charger team up close and personal yesterday against your two boys and the Alba Gold Bucks.
Boy, they can play basketball at the Hall. I promise you that. They are not short on athletes. Their starting 5 are absolutely fantastic, and they have got a bench that runs as deep as any coach would like. And it seems like every player that steps up, there's just not much of a drop-off between who was on the floor and who is coming onto the floor. Very impressive squad coming out of Heritage Hall.
We'll be back to meet this afternoon's starting lineups and tip it off. Boys winners bracket semifinal number 1. It's next for the Week Capital on Squirtle.tv.
Summer job, babysitting money, graduation gifts. Sounds like it's time to open a free student checking account with Communication Federal Credit Union. It's made for teens and tweens. Open your new account and get a free Visa debit card for secure shopping power online or in stores. Plus, mom and dad can transfer money in and manage it all from the app. Go to comfedcu.org for details. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
It's game time and the lights are shining bright. Don't get caught in the dark. Power up with the Generac Home Standby Generator from Moyer Electric and Generators. When the power goes out, your lights, heat, and game stay on automatically. Moyer Electric and Generators, powering Oklahoma's homes like champions. Visit MoyerElectricOK.com or call today at 888-265-3020. It's game time.
Starters being introduced to the assembled here at Paul J. Uthier Fieldhouse, along with Matt Adair of the Squirtle.tv crew. I'm Todd Miller. Glad to be with you. Day number 2, semifinal Friday here at the Week Capital. Jones 2-5, a winner over Woodward yesterday, 77-65, coached by John White in his first season. They'll start Carlos Hardiman Jr. He is their best player. He's a senior. Skylar Carpenter is a senior. Cohen Gall is a senior. Asen Hansen, the quarterback on the state championship winning football team at Jones, a senior, and Luke DeBusk, a senior, are their starters. It's Embro, Southers, Young, Bradshaw, and Gillespie, the starters for Heritage Hall. In the home white and navy uniforms, Jones, as you can see, wearing the all green with white lettering and numerals. Here we go. To jump center circle, Skylar Carpenter in Heritage Hall has won the opening tip. Xavier Embro into the front court. Now out front, it's Denton Southers. Southers left unguarded, steps in with 3. That one is too strong. Weak side Boogie Bradshaw with a stick back. It's no. And a foul against Carlos Hardiman Jr. That's his first. And, Matt, I can tell you, having seen Jones on Tuesday night against Dale, they could ill afford to have Hardiman Jr. in foul trouble. He's already picked up his first.
No, he's a big part of what they did yesterday. In fact, that game against Woodward for Jones, a really impressive game as they kind of had to fight their way back into it at one point in time and then pulled away late. So they need everybody.
Boogie Bradshaw misses the first free throw. His real name is Braylon Bradshaw, a 6'5 junior. Dylan Sullivan in his 4th season at Oklahoma City Heritage Hall. Second one is up, and he splashes that one home. So Boogie starts the scoring, and Heritage Hall will pick Jones up full court of the backcourt. 7:42 to play opening period. Winner against either Kingfisher or Chisholm tomorrow night in the championship game. Cross-court bounce pass. Carpenter had it knocked free by Bradshaw, picked up by Gillespie. Back the other way comes the Hall. Southers all the way to the goal, into the body of Gall, missed it, but the tip was good by Bradshaw. So Boogie with 3 straight for Heritage Hall. They lead 3-0 with 35 seconds gone here in the opening period. Gall across midcourt being ridden, and he's fouled by Embro, who picks up the first Charger foul of the contest.
If there was any knock against Heritage Hall yesterday, it's that their defensive aggression can sometimes get them into a little bit of foul trouble.
7:25 to play here in the first period. 3-0 in favor of Heritage Hall. The entry pass for Hardeman knocked away. Saved back in bounds, but the Hall has it. Another turnover. Southers jump passes right side. Bradshaw. Top of the key with a left-handed dribble. Southers goes up. Shot was blocked that time by big Luke DeBusk. Longhorns control the rebound. Quickly back the other way. Cohen Gall pitches right corner. 3-ball in the way by Carpenter is good. The game is tied. And Jones has equaled the game at 46 seconds gone here in the opening period.
Gotta love the answer from Jones right there. They had some trouble getting the ball down the floor and eventually found a good look at the bucket, capitalized.
Southers with it out front to Gillespie. Gillespie now to Young. Timothy Young splashes home a three. Freshman brother of former OU All-American and now Washington Wizards guard Trey Young. Back the other way. Gall, a little runner, missed it. Ball tipped in the air. Heritage Hall has it, a 6-3 lead. A minute 20 into the opening period. Right corner at Southers against the zone. Pitch out high, Young. This time the three doesn't go. He follows his own shot. Whips it left side. Gillespie will put up a three. That one is a little too strong. Hit the top of the backboard. Still is in play, and DeBusk controls the rebound. They'll throw it up ahead. And a good tip that time, but offline by Hardeman. They're going to call goaltending, though, against Heritage Hall. That's the first points for Hardeman, who had double figures yesterday in their come-from-behind win over Woodward. 6-5 Heritage Hall against Jones. Both of these teams are in Class 3A. Jones traditionally pretty competitive in boys basketball. Gillespie, top of the circle, Young. Timothy puts up a three, back rims that one, and the rebound to Asen Hansen. Hansen all the way to the other end for the bucket, and Jones has their first lead of the contest at 7-6 with 6:06 to play here in the first period.
Two teams just kind of still feeling each other out, but boy, the intensity and the pace is high level.
Embro cuts to the basket, falls and scores as he banked it high off the window and draws the foul on Hardeman Jr. And he has both now for the Horns. And here comes Tristan Danker in, first off of John White's bench today. So Xavier Embro is a junior. Not only is this a talented Heritage Hall team, but they're going to be back next year for the most part as a whole unit.
Just watching basketball teams in this tournament, Todd, I don't know that there is another team in as good a physical condition as Heritage Hall is in. They will challenge every dribble, every pass, every move all game long.
Embro hits both. Crossover dribble. Colton Gall into the front court. Pitch out right. Danker, three. Rolls home. Tristan Danker puts Jones back in front, 10-9. This pace, though, certainly favors Heritage Hall. Embro to the goal through two defenders and a foul. That's already going to be team foul number 3 against the Longhorns.
And again, Heritage Hall can get you out of position in a heartbeat. They're all just so quick, and I've just been blown away by how dedicated they are to the game of basketball. Very high basketball IQs all the way around.
Tristan Danker, the sophomore, commits the foul, but Heritage Hall just throws it out of bounds. Not a great pass from Embro. He was looking for Porter Gillespie. Jones will have possession with their first lead by 1. They've led one other time, but it came after a basket, and then they gave the lead right back up. Southers with the inbound steal in the bucket. Now it's 11-10. So the lead short-lived. Skylar Carpenter, the inbounds pass, gets it to Asen Hansen, son of Dusty Hansen, Northwest Oklahoma legend in football and baseball. They hand it off out front. Down the paint, Gall throws up a little runner at short rims. No. Rebound one-handed down by Boogie Bradshaw. To Gillespie, to Boogie. Bradshaw across midcourt, veers left, ran over Hansen, offensive foul, and Bradshaw has his first. Heritage Hall does not like that call. Dylan Sullivan was up protesting. That's the first foul on Bradshaw, and the second team foul against the Chargers.
Heritage Hall makes it tough on referees. They play at such a high pace that these guys on the floor with the whistles tonight are going to get a workout.
5:19 to play. They may not be the only one that gets a workout. Heritage Hall by a point early. 11-10 our score. Gall lobs it across the floor. Right side Carpenter. In the corner, Hansen. His 3 pinballs in and out. Rebound to Bradshaw. One and done primarily for the Longhorns. Behind the back, Southers clears into the front court. Now stutter steps, tries to drive, lost it, runs it back down. Danker stays with him. Heritage Hall runs it down out front. Embro spins, works to the foul line, cross courts it. Now it's Young. Spot look at a 3, no good for the left wing. He didn't miss those very often. Rebound to the Longhorns, down 1 at the 4:40 mark here in the first period.
Hey, credit to Jones right there on that board, too. They really did a good job of keeping Heritage Hall away from any chance at that rebound.
Danker loses the handle. Tristan gets it back, lobs it across the floor. Gall, right corner 3-ball. Carpenter, short. Rebound tipped by 2 Chargers. First offensive rebound for Jones. Carpenter goes to the floor as he was knocked down, and they're going to call a foul against Jones.
So I think they said that's going to be a kicked ball,
Okay.
which I didn't see it hit a foot, but
I didn't either. Timeout, 4:26 to play, first quarter. Heritage Hall by 1, 11-10 here on Squirtle.tv.
Oklahoma Career Tech. It's where confidence is built. It's more than just practice. It's developing the skills to build a successful future. We're doing work that matters.
To more than just us.
So, when a family needs me,
When my community needs me. When Oklahoma needs me,
I'll be ready.
Oklahoma Career Tech.
4:26 to play, opening period. Your thoughts, Matt? 11-10 Heritage Hall.
I'm really impressed with the athleticism of Jones. I know that, they've played some games earlier in this season before they got their football boys back after a great run. And they're still kind of trying to get the basketball into them, but just athletically right now, they're matching up well.
Was a kick ball against the Longhorns, possession of the Chargers as we wind towards the 4-minute mark here of the first period. Ben Whitworth off of the bench. Shoots a pass to Embro. Alley-oop lob, tipped left-handed by Bradshaw. Wouldn't go. Whitworth with a rebound to Bradshaw. To Young right side. Out front, Gillespie steps into a 3. Got it. They did that with Carpenter closing. Gillespie with his first points in the lead 4. That's Heritage Hall's biggest, 14-10. Wing right, Danker into the paint. High arcing runner, no. Another rebound for Whitworth. Whitworth, and has it taken away from behind by Nabuski. Hands it off, and it's an over and back violation as Danker was in the backcourt. It's another thing that the Chargers will do, Matt. They're going to get you to play at a pace that you just simply are not comfortable in playing.
No, and like I said, I love the fact that Jones matches up with it right now, but you've got to wonder, does Jones have this pace in him for the long haul? Because I can tell you Heritage Hall does.
Well, and I can tell you, having seen them on Tuesday night, Jones does not have the depth that Heritage Hall has. 3:41 to play here in the first period. Hall by 4, 14-10. Right side, Porter Gillespie. Now to Young, slot right. Timothy bangs his way to the foul line, raises, fires. He missed it. He hit his first cleanly. He's missed his last 4. Rebound for the Longhorns. Under 3.5 to play first period. Gall jump passes to Hanson out front. Bounces it right side. Danker got by with steps. Cross courts it. Gall whips it back out front. Hanson spot on 3. Too strong. Rebound, Bradshaw. Heritage Hall has pitched a shutout the last 3 minutes of play against Jones, and the ball pinballs off of legs and was last touched by the Chargers out of bounds.
You talk about Timothy Young being just a little off so far today. Yesterday, he came in and shot so well against Alva. I thought maybe him and the rim had a long-time relationship. Tonight, not so much.
3:05 to play here with the first half. 11. A relationship with the rim. Danker spins, overshoots the basket. Rebound to Heritage Hall. Embro brings it all the way down the floor, kicks it right corner. Young bounces it back to Xavier. Embro had it poked away, gets it back. Now it's Young right quarter with 2:45 to play here with the first period. Loop pass to Boogie, down low. Bradshaw to Young, right side, back to Braylon Bradshaw, and he's going to draw the foul. See if they call it to the floor on the shot. It's going to be team foul number 4 against Jones and the first against Luke DeBusk. They do call it to the floor, so it'll be throw in for Heritage Hall. There's been some great teams, those Kingfisher teams that were here over the years. This Heritage Hall team is very talented as well with the Wheat Capital. Driving baseline, Embro goes up, missed it. Shot may have been partially blocked by DeBusk. Young has it, Euro steps, and he traveled. Boy, he is physically gifted. He does not look like a freshman, but once in a while you'll see him make mistakes like an underclassman.
Tell you, the thing I like about him the most in the short time that I've seen him, which was, basically yesterday and what I've read or watched, is the confidence level just stays very, very high. Could have an off night to start with and finish with 25 in the game.
Another junior, 6'2", junior Austin King into the ball game for the first time with 2:19 to play here with the first period. Good crossover dribble. Hanson bounces it right corner. Carpenter attacks, loses the handle, bounces it back to Asen. Hanson, a little teardrop floater, back rims it. Rebound tip. Hanson has it off of the Bradshaw tip. Second chance opportunity here for the Longhorns. They haven't scored over 4 minutes, and Hanson being ridden is going to draw the foul on Austin King.
Asen Hanson, another one of those players I just really like watching play. He's got a high motor, keeps himself going, always seems to be in good position.
Comes from a family of athletes. In fact, he's the last of the three Hanson brothers that were outstanding high school players and went on to play at the collegiate level. Danker between the circles. Asen had 5 touchdowns against Marlowe in the 2A1 state semifinals. Driving right, Hanson, layup good. He's got 4, and quickly Heritage Hall is going to bring into the ball game Porter Gillespie again. And it looks like that coming out will be Ben Whitworth. 1:52 to play in the first period. You surprised Heritage Hall just by 2.
I actually am. I knew that Jones was going to want to come out and challenge him. I assumed that the pace that Heritage Hall plays at might wear him down quicker than it has, so big credit to Jones.
Reminder, we will be selecting our Downtown Threads player of the game at the conclusion of this one. Embro. Bradshaw runs over the defender, comes up short of the layup. DeBusk has the miss. A 3 ball would give Jones back the lead. Gall loses the handle. Bradshaw slid and had a leg out of bounds, so no turnover. As Jones now will throw into the front court with 92 seconds to play in the period.
Tell you don't often see a guy with the physical size of Boogie Bradshaw get down there and play on the floor like that. The quicks, just the unstoppable engine. He likes to play this game, and he does it very, very well.
Heritage Hall got a late shot to beat Community Christian on Tuesday night. Very emotional win for them as the ball's knocked out of bounds. Be side in through the Longhorns by the Heritage Hall bench. Asen Hanson to Luke DeBusk. Turns to his right, cross-courts it. Danker, he's been summoned into extended duty here for the first half with the 2 fouls to Hardeman Jr. Carpenter, Danker, left-handed dribble, bangs his way to the foul line. Heritage Hall's gone to his own defense. Now they bounce it to Hanson between the rings. He tries to drive. Southers cuts him off. They'll bounce it again to Danker. Well, this is airtight defense. DeBusk gets a lob, turns to his right, muscles up, some contact, no whistle. King had the defense. Rebound to Southers. Southers into the paint. Kicks it out. Embro, open 3. No good. Heritage Hall's missing some shots they normally would make. 14-12 Chargers. 44 seconds to go in the first period. And a bad pass is a live ball turnover, and Embro's going to make him pay with a layup. 16-12 Heritage Hall with 34 seconds to play in the first period. Gall with a stationary dribble left slot. And a hand check foul against Embro, his second, the team's 4th. So should there be another whistle against Heritage Hall, that would result in free throws for Jones.
Yeah, if I'm Jones right here, too, I'm doing everything I can to try and get that whistle because I think not only are the free throws a benefit, obviously, I think the break in action would be great for a breather, even though there are only 30 seconds left.
Jones with possession, up and under. It is Hardeman who just checked in. He missed everything. That was well defended. Bradshaw with the miss, steps stride down the left side of the lane and lays it in. He looked like a deer. He's taking 2 big strides to take off for the foul line. 15 seconds to go in the first period. Hanson attacks left to the goal. Right-handed layup, no. Tip short, hit the front of the rim by Carpenter. Rebound to Heritage Hall. They're out and running all the way to the goal. Struthers, and he lays it in. Southers now has 4 points, and with a half second to go in the first period, we need a kick ball in the backcourt. And the Hall's lead is up. They will say that is the end of the period. 20-12, Heritage Hall at the end of one in the winners bracket semifinals on day number 2 at the 57th annual Wheat Capital. And we are live from North Enid on Squirtle.tv.
Life moves fast, and you deserve internet that keeps up. Say hello to Pioneer Fiber Internet with blazing fast gig fiber speeds designed for the way you live, work, and play. From ultra-smooth streaming and lag-free gaming to lightning-fast downloads and crystal-clear video calls, Gig Fiber gives you the speed and reliability to do it all. Ready to upgrade your internet experience? Visit GoPioneer.com to sign up today.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging work seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorse Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorse get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off. Dr. Matt Dieselhorse.
Todd Miller, Matt Adair back here with you. High atop Paul J. with your field house at Chisholm High School, 20-12 Heritage Hall. And Matt, that got away from Jones quickly, although the Horns still very much a part of this ball game. 44 seconds, a 6-0 run.
Tell you, I love the way that Jones has matched intensity as best they can so far with Heritage Hall. But for me, it's kind of not if the dam will break, but when and to what extent. How big is the punch from Heritage Hall going to be?
Crossover pass to Danker, drives baseline, stepped out of bounds, and then Danker takes his fist and hits the padded wall.
Glad to see the referees not penalize him for that, because everybody else from Chisholm hits that padded wall on a fairly regular basis. They're just usually in the student section.
I don't know why he was upset. The foul was called on Tyler Butler, a 6'1 senior. So Jones keeps possession. Danker with it out front, and it's knocked out of his hands by Bradshaw. Trying to cross over dribble in front of Boogie, and he says, I don't think so. 7:40 to play here in the first half. 20-12, Albus girls have already punched their ticket to one girls semifinal or final game tomorrow as they took out Woodward. Bradshaw, head of the circle, drives against Danker to the goal, missed it. Danker the foul, and he's got his second. So Tristan, who came in for Hardeman Jr., who picked up 2 early fouls, now has picked up his second as Carlos sets over there on the bench. John White will love to press the tempo. He is an AAU coach. He's in his first season at Jones. Bradshaw's first free throw is up, and it's good. Heritage Hall does not certainly look like a 3A school.
No, and you know, they've been 4A for a while and have fallen back down into the 3A ranks. And I would love to see a Heritage Hall Millwood Falcons matchup. I think that might be a good game.
You're going to get it later in the year. Into the front court, Asen Hansen draws courts it. Pump fake, Danker steps left. On the wing, Gall to Danker. 3 ball, too strong. Rebound tipped and out of bounds. It should be Jones basketball. Heritage Hall say that's theirs, but Timothy Young, I think, was the one that touched it. Now Tom Singh and his partner is going to get together, and they're going to give the ball to Heritage Hall.
This is an interesting discussion. I really expected to see him call for the jump ball. But nevertheless, Heritage Hall with the possession and the lead, 22-12.
Jump ball would have worked out better for Jones. They have the arrow. 7:05 to play here in the first half. Todd Miller, Matt Adair, Reed, and Mallory, the crew here tonight. So zone defense for Jones. They lob it to Southers. On the baseline, Butler. Tyler to Southers. Back to Butler. Hard dribble. Cross courts at 3 ball right side. Too strong from Gillespie. Another offensive rebound. Bradshaw dribbles out, misses the left corner 3. Ball poked out again by Southers. Now they'll fire a 3 again with Gillespie, and round and out it goes. Gillespie went to the floor. There was no call. Maybe trying to buy a whistle. Ball races back the other way now. Twists to his right. Snakes his way into the paint. It is fouled. Dakota Martin with the whistle. They're going to say it's on the floor, so no free throws.
I saw Tom Singh also indicating after that last 3-point shot from Heritage Hall that they may issue a flop warning here against the Hall.
Well, that's exactly what Gillespie did because he was not contacted shooting that 3. Second foul against Tyler Butler. Here comes Carlos Hardeman Jr. back in for Jones.
In fact, I think Tom Singh may have issued that warning on the fly, as I think they just confirmed it to Heritage Hall that did, in fact, take place.
That's exactly what happened. Butler is out. Returning for Heritage Hall is Ben Whitworth. He's played sparingly here in the first half. Jones in the road green and white. Inbounds. Skylar Carpenter. He can shoot the 3. Been held in check with just 1 3 ball in the first half, and they turn it over. Gall trying to force it down low, threw it right to Southers. Denton slides into the paint, comes to a jump stop. Now drop steps right, layup good. They gave up on him too quick. Just peeled away for that triple team, and Southers made him pay with the lay-in. It's 24-12 Heritage Hall.
Jones hasn't scored since the 153 mark in the first quarter. Still looking to open scoring here in quarter number 2.
Hanson with the basketball, holds it out front. Cohen Gall. Gall with a right-handed dribble. Staying with him as Southers. Now the reverse left side for Luke DeBusk. Under 6 minutes to play in the first half. Boys semifinal number 1. Asen Hansen is going to be tripped and fouled by Bradshaw. And Bookie has his second. So Embro and Bradshaw have 2 fouls apiece. That's already 3 on Heritage Hall with 5:48 still to play in the first half.
Boy, many more fouls right there, and Heritage Hall's going to have to go to the bench and get one of the other 18 players they have that can get on the floor and play.
Gall against Southern. Yeah. Into Southers, brings it to the front court. Hardiman Jr. out there with those 2 fouls. He needs to be careful. Carlos goes to work, right low post, turns to his right, fall-away jumper on line, a little short. Southers the defense, rebound to Bradshaw, all the way to the goal. Finger roll, no, it's into cylinders. Rebound tipped up, Hardiman Jr. with a rebound. You can see Heritage Hall is missing shots that they would normally make.
Yeah, no, if these are raining in, this game is absolutely running away from Jones. But right now, tough shooting night for the Hall.
Hansen has his pocket picked and all the way to the goal for the lay-in is Trey Young. Young got the scraps after Bradshaw forced the turnover. And a timeout, Jones, with 5:11 to play here in the first half. We're back after this break with Heritage Hall cruising. They lead 26-12 on Squirtle.tv.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
6 surgeons, 4 locations, 1 goal: to improve the health and lives of people in Oklahoma. At Oral and Maxillofacial Associates, we treat every patient like family. As the preferred dental implant and oral surgery specialist of the Oklahoma City Thunder, and with over 30 years of service to our community, we are trusted by professionals and dedicated to expert care. With 4 convenient locations around the metro area, we are here for you. Trust the experts at OMA. Visit our website, www.omaok.com.
Hey there, you were asking about a possible matchup between 2 top 3 teams in 3A, Millwood #1, Heritage Hall #3. That game is scheduled for Heritage Hall on February the 3rd. Mark that one down. Between now and then, they also have a date coming out of this tournament at 4 #1 Douglas on the 13th. And a foul as Jones brings it to the front court. That's on Richardson, who has his first.
Richardson really had to kind of get a hold of Asen Hansen right there. And you know what? Credit to Hansen. He sold that well.
Then at Richardson, the 6'2 sophomore off the bench. They just keep bringing waves of bodies into the ballgame. Under 5 to play before the break. Heritage Hall, their biggest lead of the night of 14. Screen left or right for Hansen. Dribbles near the Chisholm Longhorn center circle logo. Now Hansen veers back to the right, crosses over, gets in the paint, gets the defender up, goes up, had it stripped by Young. Ball tipped out. Richardson bounces it up ahead. The layup is good from Whitworth. They are like sharks in bloody water. Once they smell a turnover, they get a run out. 28-12. Driving left, Carpenter. Left ball, corner 3, good. Hardiman. Well, they needed that. Jones has 7 field goals, 6 field goals, 3 of those from long distance. 28-15.
First Jones point since the 1:53 mark in the first quarter.
Young to Gillespie to Timothy. He'll put up a 3. Got it. Freshman now has 7 points on what has been a tough shooting first half by his standards. Lead to 16. Heritage Hall has not shot their usual lights out in the first half. Another turnover. Southers bounces it up ahead. Ball run down by Gillespie, but he loses it out of bounds. Chargers 31-15. They've beaten 2A number 17, Christian Heritage, by 14. John Marshall ranked 16th in 4A by 19. They've beaten 4A number 11 OCS 83-72. Those are their ranked opponents coming into the week capital. Open left wing jumper. Hardiman finds the bottom. He's got 7. He has played limited minutes with those 2 early fouls. Under 3.5 to go before the break. Lead is 14.
It's an 18-5 run out for Heritage Hall right now, and those last 5 points from Jones have come just recently.
Gillespie said, if you're not going to guard me, I'm going to put it up, and he buried it. Porter Gillespie now with 6, 34-17, the lead to 17.
Starting to see those shots from Heritage Hall earlier that were just off the mark beginning to fall now.
Hardiman backs down, pump fakes, goes up right, blocks, short-armed it. Rebound, Young, who was one of the 2 defenders there. To Richardson, up ahead, right side, Southers. Southers gets a return pass from Richardson. Drives baseline right, follow-away jumper, no. DeBusk with the Jones rebound. Under 3 minutes to play before the break. Heritage Hall doubling up the Longhorns, 34-17 at Chisholm. Luke DeBusk, right side Carpenter. Deep three straight on Gall, rolls off against the Heritage Hall zone. Carpenter says, I'll take some of that, pulled it away from the defender and then laid it in. Skyler caught Heritage Hall flat-footed to get his second basket.
Out Heritage Hall guilty just a little bit there. Bennett Richardson of holding that block too long and not picking up the ball. Created space for a teammate. Nobody came.
34-19 into the paint goes Southers. Kick out three, good. Right corner. Bennett Richardson with the fifth triple for Heritage Hall. In fact, they made 15 of their 37 points from long distance, and that total trails Jones by just 4. Hand off right side. Carpenter from Gall veers to the top of the circle. Hanson handles it, now puts up a three. It's flat. And the rebound to Asen. He ran it down, and then his teammate Gall had to quickly get back into the front court as the ball came to him. Colton's runner rolls off. Heritage Hall the rebound. 1:52 to play first half. Heritage Hall leading by 18, and Young makes it a 21-point game. Timothy Young knocks down his fourth basket. He's got 11, and it's 40-19 Chargers.
We talked about him earlier. Even though he was missing some shots, that confidence level stays so high that he's going to shoot himself back into it. I think we're seeing that.
DeBusk banging his way to the goal, had it stripped, but they're going to call a foul. Timothy Young will pick up the personal. It's his first with $1:37 to play here in the first half. They're calling a correction on Denton Southers. That's going to be his first. Whoever it's against, it results in 2 DeBusk free throws. Here comes Rhett Davis, a 6'4 senior into the ball game, and Nate Farmer, a 6-foot senior.
It is the 5th Heritage Hall foul, just 1 for Jones. But again, for Jones, this just means if you can force fouls, your guys get a 30-second breather while the free throws take place.
11 different Chargers have already played here in the first half, and the first free throw is good by DeBusk. Luke on Tuesday night started the scoring against Dale at Jones with a bucket and an and one. It turned out to be Jones' only lead against 2A number 1 Dale. Second free throw is good. And DeBusk comes out. In comes Tristan Danker. I can tell you this team looks better than the one that played on their home floor 3 days ago. They're going to continue to get better as the football players settle in. John White learning their strengths and players learning the coach's strength. Whitworth left wing. Young top of the circle. It's a man-to-man defense. Minute 19 to play first half. Farmer right wing left. Drives into the paint. Now to Young. Good defense by Hanson. The cross court at right side. Whitworth back out front to Farmer. Nate fakes the handoff. Angles left to the elbow of the strike. He'll pivot, get it to Whitworth. A minute 5 to play here for the first half. Young steps left inside the arc. Is long 2, no. Rebound tipped that time by Danker to his teammate, Hardiman Jr. All up the right sideline. Turns on the speed. Goes left. Layup, no. Rebound Davis. And here comes Heritage Hall with 48 seconds to play before the break. And a travel as Ben Whitworth was wide open and took a step before he released the shot.
You know, I think I saw the look on Ben Whitworth's face there. He wonders if he did. He did, 100%.
40-21, Heritage Hall with 50 seconds to play here in the first half. Todd Miller, Matt Adair, the crew with you on Squirtle.tv tonight here for Paul J. Uthier Fieldhouse. Asen Hanson left to right into the front court. Now they double with Davis out front. Driving baseline, Danker cut off by Davis. Out front, Hanson, high arcing 3 short, but he's knocked to the floor. Bennett Richardson with his second. He becomes the 4th Heritage Hall player with multiple fouls. Wow. And a warning has been issued, I think, to the Chargers sideline for reacting to that whistle.
Well, and I think what the Chargers wanted right there was the same flop warning that they were given. Coach didn't buy Asen Hanson being bowled over on that 3-point attempt.
Hanson will be at the line for the first time, and he'll get 3, swishes home the first. Hanson just was no factor, really, against Dale on Tuesday night. Just a terrific athlete. Second of the 3 free throws is good. And from what I've heard, I don't know him personally, but I've heard he's an outstanding young man, too.
Well, people talk about him as a quarterback and just the incredible things that he could do on a football field. Hard to believe that he's this good on a basketball court as well. And like you said, he's just warming up into basketball season.
It's all 3. Jones 5 of 5 at the line. Hanson has 7. He and Hardiman Jr., the co-leaders in scoring for the Horns. 24 seconds to play before the break, 40-24. Left side, Farmer with the basketball. Dribbles through a double team. It's poked free. The Hall gets it back. Driving, dumping down low. Rhett Davis muscles up on the assist from Vincent Oliver. 42-24. Now a dozen Chargers have seen time in the first half. 9 seconds to play before the break, and a turnover as step into the baseline is Skylar Carpenter.
Heritage Hall runs that double defense anytime there's somebody on the ball when they can shoot to you, and it's incredible how well they cover the rest of the floor with only 3 guys.
Over and back, mistake by the Chargers. That turnover, incidentally, was not on Carpenter, but it was on Caleb Campbell. So Jones will get it at midcourt, down 18 with 5 seconds to play here in the first half.
There was 16 seconds to play in the end of the first quarter. Heritage Hall managed to score at least 2 more buckets, so don't count them out. But, 5 seconds.
Jones wants a 30-second timeout. We'll join him with 5 seconds to play in the half here on Squirtle.tv.
6 surgeons, 4 locations, 1 goal: to improve the health and lives of people in Oklahoma. At Oral and Maxillofacial Associates, we treat every patient like family. As the preferred dental implant and oral surgery specialist of the Oklahoma City Thunder, and with over 30 years of service to our community, we are trusted by professionals and dedicated to expert care. With 4 convenient locations around the metro area, we are here for you. Trust the experts at OMA. Visit our website, www.omaok.com.
Thought I was going to get it, and I said, 5 seconds to play, 42-24. We're talking about when you want to say something and you think you're saying it, but you're actually not. I had that problem with Lake and Gaddy in the first game. Whatever it was you were trying to spill out, you did the same thing.
Trying to get a time out there. And somewhere I looked on the scoreboard, saw 16, and I just ran with it. There are 5 seconds left in this first half.
Heritage Hall will defend the inbounds pass. They'll trick it in near midcourt. Fronting it is Richardson. They get it right wing. DeBusk 3, no good as he missed it wide left. Ball out of bounds with half a second to play. And Heritage Hall looks like they're going to take an 18-point lead to the first half locker room at 42-24. Our clock says no time. Now they say the Chargers touched it, so Jones will tap it in. And what should have been a foul goes uncalled.
Now Tom Sing's got it. I got a hand in the air. Looks like we will have some free shots to close out the half.
Skylar Carpenter got the lob. It was a perfect inbounds pass, and he went up, and there was clearly contact before the horn. Whitworth has his second personal foul, and now with everybody off the floor, Carpenter will attempt 2 free throws, and he misses the first. Time has officially expired here in the first half. Second one is up and good, so we got 1 of 2. And that will do it. A 17-point Heritage Hall lead over Jones in a matchup of 3A boys teams here from the 57th Week Capital Basketball Tournament. 17-point Heritage Hall lead. Our halftime recap coming up shortly here on Squirtle.tv.
Need insurance that serves you and not the other way around? At Brining Insurance, we're independent, which means we work for you, not the carriers. Home, auto, business, or farm, we work as hard as you do. Whether you need a hand finding and portable insurance for your church, someone to help wrestle that school policy, or someone to help plug the leaks in your municipal coverage, get a hold of Robert Wagner. He can help. Call 580-628-2559 today or start your quote anytime at brininginsure.com.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company. Older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you, and small enough to know you. We've been around since 1901, proudly serving the communities of Northwest Oklahoma and Southern Kansas. We are making banking easy. Whether you're at home, in the office, or waiting for the next quarter to start, our online or mobile banking options help you to juggle busy schedules and financial needs. So stop by and see us at any of our locations in Alva, Burlington, Freedom, Enid, and Kiowa, Kansas. We plant roots where others have branches. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The proof starts here at Upper Crust. The details are deliberate, perfectly on purpose. From that warm greeting to the wood-fired smoky char of our signature pies. Upper Crust, gather around.
Martin's Machine Shop, a family-owned business since 1974, serves Oklahoma, Kansas, and Texas. They offer full machine shop, welding, and metal working capabilities for repair and fabrication. Their fluid power division repairs hydraulic cylinders, pumps, motors, and valves, and includes a full inventory of 6,000 PSI hose and fittings. Give them a call at 580-227-2734 or connect to their website, www.martinsmachineshop.com, to see how they can assist you today. Martin's Machine Shop.
Welcome back to Paul J. Uthier Fieldhouse here on the campus of Chisholm High School. The Week Capital Tournament underway. Matt Adair alongside Todd Miller, Heritage Hall and Jones battling it out on the boys championship side of the bracket. This semifinal game will send somebody on to play for all of it tomorrow night right here from Chisholm, Oklahoma. The loser will head down to the third place game. All of that again on Championship Saturday. Let's take a look at scoring through the first half of play between Jones, the Jones Longhorns, and the Heritage Hall Chargers. We'll start with Jones. Carlos Hardiman has picked up 7 points for his team in the first half. Tristan Denker has 3. Skylar Carpenter has 6. Asen Hansen has 7. And Luke DeBusk has 2 points in that first half. That gives Jones their total of 25. They trail 42-25. Heritage Hall scoring has looked like this. Xavier Marlborough has 5 points so far in the game. Bennett Richardson has cashed in a 3-pointer. Denton Southers has 6 to his credit. Timothy Young, outstanding first half of play, 11 points to his credit. He'll lead all players for the Hall. Braylon Boogie Bradshaw has 7 to his total, and Porter Gillespie picked up 6. Again, Heritage Hall on top of Jones, 42-25. We'll take a break. When we come back, second half action between Jones and the Hall live from the Week Capital Tournament right here on Squirtle.tv.
Our brand, Octus Legacy Private Wealth Management, is a reflection on our commitment to our clients, each other, and the growth we hope to achieve. As friends for multiple years, we operate like a tight-knit family where harmony and collaboration thrive. Our dedicated team of financial professionals complement each other, drawing on decades of shared experience. With a keen eye for detail, we understand each other's strengths, allowing us to deliver quality service. Our camaraderie extends beyond the workplace. We connect as friends, checking in over the weekends to stay connected. Our bond transcends the typical 9-to-5 workday, reflecting our commitment to genuine relationships. To become a client today, call us at 405-252-5925.
As you travel down the road to the Gold Ball, know that you can always get a slam dunk of a deal at Jansen GMC on North Van Buren in Enid. It's always a smooth ride in a 2020 GMC Sierra, Canyon, Yukon, Terrain, or Acadia. Jansen's offers one of the best lineups of used cars, trucks, crossovers, and SUVs in Enid. Check JansenGMC.com for details. Drive a little, save a lot at Jansen GMC, 2602 North Van Buren in Enid.
When life takes an unexpected turn, you need someone who truly understands what you're going through. At Nixon Dieselhorst, we've spent decades helping Oklahomans find justice, standing up for what's right, and fighting for the results they deserve. Every client matters. Every story deserves to be heard. We are here standing with you. Call Nixon Dieselhorst today because justice, integrity, and results aren't just words. They're what we stand for.
Born and raised in Edmond, Oklahoma, Trevor Randall is very familiar with the area and the Oklahoma economy. Trevor enjoys helping customers just like you identify the insurance coverage that best fits their needs. With over 19 years of experience to help you better understand the options, whether that's auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more. So give Randall Insurance Agency a call at 405-341-7878 and let us help you get the protection you need with the service you deserve.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 855 for a free consultation today.
We show up every day, ready. When tragedy strikes, we're prepared. It's what we do, it's who we are. Community is the heart of rural healthcare. We come together on some of the worst days because we're holding hope that together we'll experience the best days too.
East River Roustabout, centrally located in Oklahoma, provides construction services specifically tailored for oilfield projects. Our team consists of highly skilled, experienced professionals who offer a wide range of services in construction, maintenance, and operations, focusing on both upstream and midstream sectors. With a combined 44 years of experience in pipeline and roustabout services, our team leads have a proven track record of success for major energy companies. So call the team at East River Roustabout today, 405-849-5156. East River Roustabout.
Here we go, ready for the final 16 minutes of basketball with the boys' winners bracket semifinal game number 1. The winner will move on to the championship game tomorrow night, and their opponent will be decided in today's final game of day number 2. And I think, Matt, it'll be the best game of all 8 of the second day of this week capital between Chisholm and Kingfisher.
I think that could be a really good matchup. It's going to be an exciting one because those Chisholm boys have really come on fire. Of course, Kingfisher, good traditional program, playing really well.
Heritage Hall has it. We're underway here in the third period. Embro jab steps, turns left, cut off of the block, trying to bounce it across in traffic, and Hardiman Jr. has the turnover. He's trapped, now throws it away as he was looking for Hanson cross court. So 18 seconds in, each team has turned it over. The lead remains 17 for Heritage Hall.
Kind of an unforced error there by Jones, just misread different pages, but fortunate to get the ball back.
Now they're saying that it was touched by Heritage Hall, so Jones gets it. Into the front court, Cohen Gall, right over the bus screen as Jones moves from right to left as we watch here at Paul J. Uthier Fieldhouse. The bus cans it back to Gall. Cohen, the floor general out there for the Longhorns in the green and white uniforms. He drives left, pitches in the corner. Carpenter and Hanson almost took it away from each other. Carpenter to ace it out front. Right side, Gall. Double clutches, goes up with a scoop shot, and Bradshaw says, I don't think so.
Boy, Boogie Bradshaw really kind of saw that coming. Great timing right there with the jump, and then just big paw pushed it out of bounds.
7:13 to play in the third period. Todd Miller, Matt Adair. Reed and Mallory, the crew tonight, in a hold underneath. That's on Southers. That's his second. It's a pretty good foul because if he doesn't grab Hanson, that's a layup.
But I've been watching the underneath part of this right now. It's getting pretty physical down there. There's a lot of bumping, a lot of pulling. We'll see if the referee's whistles don't slow that down.
Hanson lobs it for Carpenter, knocked away by Bradshaw. Bookie then throws it back to the Longhorns. Gall back across midcourt, follow away Hanson, jumper, air ball. Rebound, Embro, who starts the second half with 2 fouls, and then he gives it right back to Carpenter. Carpenter was hit in the nose, lost the ball. Up ahead, Southers to a wide-open Young for the lay-in, and we get a timeout. And John White right now is really upset because his senior guard, Skylar Carpenter, is doubled over and walking now upright. And now doubles over again as he gets towards the paint after being hit either in the eye or the nose. I think it was the nose. So we'll get a timeout with 6:48 to play in the third. 44-25 Chargers from the 57th week capital on Squirtle.tv.
Farming today isn't just about hard work. It's about making smart choices. That's where Correction Line Ag and BW Fusion step in. We're redefining crop nutrition with cutting-edge biology that delivers real results. Stop relying on outdated methods. It's time for a fresh approach. CLA delivers data-driven solutions tailored for every growth stage, boosting your farm's ROI. Ready to get started? Call 833-CLA-SOIL or visit correctionlineag.com. Smarter farming starts here. Farming today isn't.
Well, we'll have to see if Skylar Carpenter, Matt, can remain in the ballgame. It looks like he has gone to the bench after taking a shot to what I think was the nose. And that prompted the stoppage of play with Heritage Hall leading 44-25. Horns will inbound, Hardiman Jr. The Colton Gall. Embro defends him. Embro knocks it away. Gall dives to the floor, gets it to Hardiman. Hardiman Jr. probes his way top of the circle. Timothy Young in the top of the zone. Fouls him.
Timothy Young likes to play right up in the face of those guys on the dribble, and he's plenty quick enough to. That time, credit to Jones, able to force him to commit the foul.
Well, it would have been the first on Young. Instead, it's the third on Embro. With 6:18 to play in the third period, the lead 19 here in the boys' winners bracket semifinal number 1. Hanson, a follow-away jumper, got it from the right angle. It's a sweet-looking jumper. He's got 9 to pace the Horns. They're within 17 again. Driving left, Young, follow-away jumper, got it on the baseline. He has 15. He's got 4 here in the period, 44-28. Back the other way, Danker into the paint. It's going to draw a whistle. I think it's going to go against Bradshaw. That's his. No, they're calling it, on Porter Gillespie. That's his first. Heritage Hall will put you to the line. That's already 3 fouls against the Chargers here in 2 minutes and 2 seconds of this third period. First foul shot rattles home.
But it's go ahead. I was going to say, it's just that they're so aggressive in the way that they defend. I mean, they really do want to get nose to nose with the offense and swipe at every dribble, every pass, every thought. Heritage Hall is going to try and disrupt it.
Danker hits both free throws. It's down to 17, the lead, as Heritage Hall plays it slow now into the front court. Young, Boogie Bradshaw, top of the circle. He spins and he walked. Well, he was completely out of control. And if you're looking for a foul, you shouldn't get one when you're that out of control.
Yeah, that's just not the type of call you're going to pick up here at the Wheat Capital at very least. But such an athletic guy again. He moves so fast. That time just got out over his skis a bit.
Gall into the front court, shoots it down in front of us for Ace and Hanson. Jones and Heritage Hall went into the finals. The DeBus down low, and Young swats it up against the glass. Rebound Gillespie. Right side Embro. Porter steps into a 3. No good for the top of the circle. DeBus backs out, or blocks us out. Has the rebound. Gets it down to Gall. He'll cross court it. Danker's knocked to the floor. No foul as Hanson brings it to the front court. To Trista, the sophomore. Drives. Teardrop floater. Good, but they're going to wave it off. Offensive foul against Tristan Danker, and that's his third.
That was a good post up there by Porter Gillespie to take that contact. Trying to think, Todd, as Heritage Hall grabs the ball back, I don't know that we've seen a Heritage Hall possession offensively in the half court with more than 2 or 3 passes.
You can see on several of these Longhorns, they still have their hair bleached from the football state championship run. Driving baseline, Embro, fall-away jumper good. Xavier with 7. First bucket of the second half, 48-29, 4:50 to play in the third. Gall almost lost it. Now is double trying to cross court it. Look out. Intercepted by Bradshaw, who then loses it. Danker picks it up. He throws it right off the shins of Hardiman to Bradshaw for the one-handed spike at the other end. Well, we got what we thought we were going to get, but only after exchange of turnovers.
Boogie Bradshaw just living life the right way right there. Wipes out at half court, gets himself up, and finds a dunk at the other end.
Hanson loses the handle at the other end. Layup is good. Young rolled it home, and he took some contact that went uncalled. 52-29, and now a timeout called by John White, and he is screaming right now at Dakota Martin. Back after this break, 52-29, Heritage Hall for the Wheat Capital on Squirtle.tv.
For over a century, Sooner Plains Ag has been at the heart of our communities. Sooner Plains Ag is proud to support all area students and athletes from their hometowns and yours. Sooner Plains Ag is ready to service your grain, fertilizer, and farm supply needs. You can also fill up at one of their 2 convenience stores in Fairview and Mino. Sooner Plains Ag is honored to serve their member owners in their 4-county area for more than 100 years. Sooner Plains Ag, farmers helping farmers. It's that simple.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
Todd Miller, Matt Adair back with you. John White spent a good portion of that break visiting with the official. Dakota Martin just walked off. He was getting a chewing, and he's down there on the baseline. 52-29. Lead is 23. It is Heritage Hall's biggest of the afternoon. Gall drives, kicks in the corner, and the throw back out front, stolen away, 2-on-1. Alley-oop lob offline. Embro, though, able to run it down in the corner to Porter Gillespie. Right now they're playing Phi Slamma Jamma. They've already had one spike and nearly had an alley-oop lob right there. Bradshaw with the basketball. Bounces it Embro, left side. Whips it right side. Gillespie, top of the key. Embro, right side. Southers, jab step jumper. Good. Denton with 8. They're getting what they want now. 54-29 with 3:20 to play in the third.
Just as the clock ticks, that may be the single longest Heritage Hall offensive possession of the game.
Hanson turns it over, and I'm telling you, they just speed you up and make you play at a pace in which you just are not comfortable at.
I want to throw a big shout out to Embro, too. He can get up. I think he was just about eye level with the rim on that last attempted alley-oop.
Jones played their 8th game after that football state championship run. This is their 4th ranked team they played. They're 0-3, and they're 2nd this week. Embro, a 3, rattles it home for the right circle. Embro with his first 3. Heritage Hall now has made 7 triples of the ball game. They lead it by 29. Out high with it is Danker. Pitches to Hardiman. Turns to the 3, penetrates the zone, foul on the floor. That's the 4th against the Hall here in the period. And it is signaled against Bradshaw. That is his 3rd. Jones played Tuesday night at home against 2A number 1 Dale. I was there, and it was a long night for the Longhorns. In fact, probably the best game defensively the Pirates have played this year. They just absolutely choked off Jones. So it's been a tough week for John White, the first-year head coach in Jones. Left wing Gall is 3 short, and it'll carry him out of bounds, and possession will go back to the Chargers.
Heritage Hall just never seems to run out of energy, and of course, from the depth of their bench, they just never seem to run out of guys. It's really impressive how complete they are as a team.
With Whitworth inbounds to Embro. Elbow left jumper is good. Embro has 5 straight on the board, and the lead is 30. 59-29. Jones hung around for a while. Hanson, a behind-the-back dribble, scoops it up, and a foul. Whitworth came over the top for the block, but I think they're going to get Whitworth for the foul, too. Then that's his 3rd. 6 fouls here in the 3rd period alone, 5 of those against the Chargers. And now Hanson, who's 3 of 3 tonight at the foul line, will go there for 2 more.
Every single member of the Chargers starting 5 has had at least one breather break, if not a couple. Asen Hanson has been on the floor this entire time.
Hanson in double figures as he rattles the free throw home. Asen Hanson, who led Jones to the 2A Division I state football championship, ending the reign of the Kings from Washington. Hanson's 2nd one is home. Northwest Oklahoma blood runs through his veins. His grandfather, Jarrell, was the state championship winning coach at Shattuck that kind of got that program going. Lob pass down low, cutting backdoor King, and then he missed it. That been a foul.
I don't know that this is just a foul. I think this is actually going to be a technical.
It is. They've called a technical, and it's against Jones. Gall is called for the technical. It's his 1st, so Embro will shoot 2 free throws. Jarrell Hanson was the one that kind of built Shattuck, and then, of course, many others have taken it to unprecedented heights. Embro is 2 of 2 at the foul line. We told you his dad, Dusty, played baseball at the University of Oklahoma, was on the last national championship winning team for the Sooners. 2nd free throw is good. 61-31. They are an athletic family. In fact, I read a story on their football family during the playoffs, and I don't think they do anything, any of them, that aren't ultra competitive. They don't play to lose.
Telling me those Thanksgiving game,
I'm sure,
or Thanksgiving evening card games get pretty tight at the Hanson family.
A little different than the Adair Miller celebrations, I'm sure. Left corner 3, good by Whitworth. 64-31 with under 2 minutes to play here in the 3rd. Hanson, foul line extended left wing. Crosses over, follow-away jumper short. King got a piece of it. Rebound, Bradshaw. Up ahead, Young. Alley-oop lob for King. Goes right through the net and out of bounds.
Funny miscommunication there. They were looking for Austin King. That one came straight from Timothy Young, and Timothy kind of gave him the look and said, "That was for you." Austin King turned to look to see who was behind him.
Whitworth and King go to the bench. Nate Farmer comes back in along with Porter Gillespie for the Chargers. I wonder if Timothy Young has a new Wizards jersey in his closet yet. Hanson around the top of the circle. If you don't know, he's Trey Young's younger brother. Trey, of course, traded this week in a big trade from Atlanta to Washington. Hanson to the foul line, back rims it, but he's fouled. Bradshaw has picked up his 4th personal. And if you're Dylan Sullivan, you're probably not too concerned because you have a 33-point lead with him picking up number 4. Yeah, they called that. They're showing it on Butler. That's his 3rd. Now he's really not concerned.
I don't think I agree with you. I don't think they're going to be overly concerned about the foul calls here. However, I will say that one was pretty light. That was a bit of a touch foul right there.
Asen Hanson hits the first and misses the second free throw. Jones did not have anybody on the line. 86 seconds to play here in the third. Bradshaw cross courts at the ball, knocked away by the Horns, picked up by Carpenter all the way to the goal, and what are they calling? Carpenter ended up face down on the baseline. And I think they're calling a foul on Heritage Hall. It's on Nate Farmer, his first. And that was a very late call, Matt, as to whether it was an offensive or a charge.
Yeah, Dakota Martin was the one that took it to the table, but I think there was some indecision on him as to which way he was going to go with that.
Carpenter's first free throw is up, and it rolls home. Carpenter's had a tough day today. Took a hard fall there. You might remember earlier the ball game, I believe was hit in the nose and doubled over, then came out of the game for an extended period of time. Now Bradshaw will check out of the lineup. Coming in as Bennett Richardson. Also, Vincent Oliver is in. He wears number 4. Second one crawls off. Carpenter, 2 of 4 for the foul line, 64-33. 74 seconds to play. Driving baseline, Embro. Good ball movement by Heritage Hall. Wing left, Oliver. Cross courts at Embro. Minute to play, third period. Embro backing down and a foul. That's a real mismatch between he and the underclassman Danker, who has his 4th.
Danker did everything he could to try and stay straight up and down there, was even kind of retreating, and then last second leaned in to try and get a piece of that Embro shot.
If you are not nervous yet, you should be nervous because Michael Swisher is your partner to the next couple of games.
I saw in the lineup that I've got Swish. I'm excited. Can't wait. He's no Mark Rogers, but he is certainly a heck of a guy.
Embro misses the first. Second one back rims, hits the top of the backboard, and the rebound corralled by Farmer. Heritage Hall will keep it with 48 seconds to play here in the third. Oliver open left wing 3, no. Hanson the rebound. 42 seconds to play here in the period. Hanson with it, had it knocked away, picks it up, veers left, whips it left side to Carpenter. Schuyler attacks the goal, and this time it's going to be called for the offensive foul. Embro could see that coming from a mile away, and he stepped in front of him and took the charge. Schuyler Carpenter with his first.
They have been impressed with Embro, too, throughout the course of this tournament so far. Played with that big wrap on the right wrist and hasn't slowed him down, doesn't seem to affect his ability to handle the ball. Certainly hadn't stopped his scoring.
Final 30 seconds of the third period. Oliver goes to work out front, now to Farmer, right side Richardson. 25 seconds to play in the third. Embro with the basketball. Embro screen left, whips it back out front. Butler, high arcing 3, got it. Why not? He's the 6th Charger with at least 1 3-ball in this ball game. 10 seconds to play in the third. Hanson weaving his way to the goal, out of control, is going to be bailed out with a whistle, as that layup was nowhere close to going down.
The agility of Asen Hanson, though, really on display right there. You can see what makes him such a great athlete. Just extremely twitchy, got a high motor, very strong type of a kid, and that was really an impressive play, even though a little out of control.
Butler with his 4th. Foul good by Asen Hanson. He has 6 from the field, but he has 7 from the free throw line, where he's made 7 of his first 8. He back rims that one. Rebound snagged by Butler. Up ahead to Embro. 2 seconds, 1 second. He'll fire. He misses front rim, and that'll do it. So 8 minutes remaining here in the first of two boys semifinal games for the Wheat Capital. In Enid, Heritage Hall 67, Jones 34. In a battle with 3A schools here on Squirtle.tv.
Stream like the pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
It's more than just your lawn. It's your grass kingdom, your green canvas, your fairway to heaven. It deserves the Kubota Z400. With class-leading speed, agility, a powerful transmission, simple deck height adjustments, and legendary Kubota quality. When you need comfort, convenience, and performance, then you need the professional-grade Kubota Z400. Visit your local Kubota dealer today. It's more than.
Welcome back to Paul J. Uthier Fieldhouse, along with Matt Adair, Reed Martins, and Mallory Reams. I'm Todd Miller. 67-34.
25-9 run out for Heritage Hall in that third period of play. And again, all gas, no brakes. I don't know that these Heritage Hall guys have the ability to slow down in a basketball game.
No, and I think everybody that's available has played tonight. Oliver, top of the circle, Butler. He has 4 fouls. Hands it off to Farmer. Distant away here in the fourth period. Heritage Hall led the game at halftime. 42-25. It's now 67-34. Right side, Oliver. The Hall pulling it out. And a whistle and an offensive foul called against the Chargers. That's it, I think, on Butler. Tyler Butler called for a forearm shove underneath the goal, is fouled out with 3 points. And his foul per minute rate, Matt, has not been in his favor tonight.
No, he piled them up pretty quick, and I think he's really frustrated about the foul call that he got there. Didn't feel like that was foul worthy.
And a over and back's been called against Jones, Caleb Campbell.
Offensive foul.
Oh, they called an offensive foul. Thank you. That's his first. So each team with the possession to start the fourth period, and both have turned it over on offensive fouls. 67-34 Heritage Hall here at Chisholm High School in the 57th Wheat Capital basketball tournament. And another foul, a reach against Caleb Campbell, and that's his second. Are they calling in on Heritage Hall? Porter
they're going to
Gillespie.
call it a technical foul against Porter Gillespie.
That's exactly right. That's going to be his second. So Gillespie has been called for the technical. Asa Hansen will shoot the free throws. Or will he? He went to the line, and now they're going to say, Campbell, you will shoot the free throws. 67-34. First one is up and good. We are approaching time for me to cook dinner tonight. And I'm cooking a good one from Taco Bandito and taking it all the way back to Edmond. Second free throw is good. I actually stopped there and had a couple of tacos before coming to the gym today, so I'll get them twice.
Tell you, if you ever needed to know good places to eat, just follow radio guys around for a while.
If you don't trust us, look at our belts. 67-36 and a steal. And King misses the layup but took the hard foul, and Austin's go to the free throw line. This might very well, as Campbell picks up his third, be the most unhealthy profession that there is.
It can certainly add to what you were prior to, no doubt.
First free throw is good. I will never forget years ago up at Alva, working at the radio station, and the agency that placed the buy for a remote accidentally sent us the orders that were supposed to go to the grocery store. Free throw is good. And I swear to you, if I'm lying, I'm dying. It said, leave lots of samples. Radio people love to talk about food. Michael Berry out front. Campbell. I don't think the point of that story is I don't think they meant for us to see it. Campbell puts up a long three and misses wide right. Bury the stick back. And Michael off the bench for the first time gets his first bucket. 69-38 with 6:40 to play. Leave plenty of samples. Radio guys love to talk about food.
Well, you know those advertising folks, if nothing else, they know their market.
Oliver flatlines a three as it hits the front of the rim and goes down. 72-38 with 6.5 to play. Danker jump stops out front. Reeves Tippin now into the ball game. Tipton back out front to Campbell. Knocked away. Gets it back. Caleb stakes his way to the goal. Challenged at the rim by Davis. Missed it, but there's Berry for the rebound. And the bucket. 72-40. Almost 2 minutes gone here to the fourth period. King shoots it up ahead left side. Rhett Davis with the basketball. Chargers face it a man-to-man defense. Rhett sets a high screen. 3-ball away by Oliver. Too strong. Rebound to Jalen Reeves Tipton. Up ahead to Berry. He'll go to the rim. Layup, no. And a foul. He's going to the line. That is going to end up being personal foul number 1 on Rhett Davis. And I'm not saying that Michael Berry is small. He's slender. But Rhett Davis, who is a wide body, went tumbling after that contact. My point being is I'm not certain that was all caused by the contact.
Like the intensity that Michael Berry has brought to the floor since he's come in for Jones.
Berry hits the first free throw, 72-41, 5:57 to play. M&M takes you the rest of the way, Matt and Michael. Second free throw is good. Swishes Kingfisher Yellow Jackets take it on Chisholm. The boys' final tonight here on Squirtle. Probably watch that from the office at home. Oliver to the front court. Right side, Farmer. Underhands it to Davis. Approaching 5.5 minutes to play in the ball game. Bennett Richardson bounces it to Rhett Davis. Davis got by with a carry. 5:25 to play here in the ball game. Oliver with it out high. Swings it top of the circle. Farmer is 3-ball back rims. Goes high in the air. Tipped out of bounds by Jones. It'll stay with Heritage Hall. It was last touched by Brendan Nathan, a junior. Now, Kobe White, number 24. If ever a guy had a basketball name, Kobe White sounds just like one. And it's even spelled the same way, K-O-B-E. First time we've seen White today. Austin King hands it off to Oliver. Swings it right side. Richardson puts up a long three, and he splashes it home. 75-42. We've played exactly 3 minutes here of the fourth. Stutter step dribble, Danker to the baseline. Hits a little runner right in the face of Rhett Davis. Danker his second basket. Give him 7 in this ball game, 75-44.
Hey, that was
4:50 to play, and a foul out high. That's against Campbell.
It was a great move from Danker down there, too. In control the whole way. Kind of an awkward twist, but a great follow-through.
We may have had a technical foul called.
Well, there's been a couple already.
The foul was called, as I told you, on Campbell. Bennett Richardson is going to shoot 2 free throws with everybody off the paint. So it may have been a technical foul on Campbell, as Bennett Richardson's first free throw is good. He has his 4th point of the second half. Richardson with 7 points in the ball game. Second one is up and good. All right, put your dad hat on for a moment. Had to be pleased with Kylie in the first half, especially, and the Ladybugs in that win over Woodward.
Yeah, actually, I mean, I was kind of edging my
I know
seat.
you're never pleased.
That's part of it. It's tough being dad and in some of these. You know, I was going to say I played sports in high school. I was on teams, and the anxiety you get watching your kids play is a whole different type. But no, I was really thrilled. Ladybugs had a good game. It was a little sloppy for the way that they typically play, but found a way to pull it out against an old foe in Woodward. We really love playing the folks from Woodward. It's been a great matchup for years and years between Alva and Woodward. So good to see the Ladybugs come away with one.
Skylar Campbell has fouled out of the ball game. Nick Montgomery, the sophomore wearing number 22, is into the ball game with trip 4s to play in the 4th. By the way, you were a pretty good athlete. You benefited from playing Class B, but you were a pretty good athlete. And another splash from the top of the circle from Bennett Richardson. Really good baseball player.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I
Danker,
miss those days.
Left side to Barry. Back to Tristan out front. Your kids don't believe it. I'll talk to them about it. Nathan, right side, rattles a 3 home. Brendan with his first triple. That's only the 4th 3-ball tonight by Jones. Ball tipped at midcourt by Barry into the hands of Richardson. Long 3, Oliver around and out. Rebound, King goes back up in traffic, and the stick back is good.
Boy, I tell you, this is the first quarter so far in this game where we've really just had this back and forth battle as these guys in their seconds really trade punches.
Nathan drives, cut off on the baseline by Davis. Brett forces him to give it up to Barry. Into the paint, little runner, front rims, no. Ball volleyed off the window, controlled by Austin King. Halfway home here with the 4th period. Richardson turns down a 3 to Davis. His 3 left quarter of the bench was going to explode at that win. And then Jones with the rebound throws it out of bounds. That was Michael Barry.
He's looking for Nick Montgomery, headed down the floor there. The pass was just a little too close to him. You didn't see it coming. His hands were late getting up.
If I told your kids, Keaton, Connor, Kylie, you were a good player, of the 3, would any? And if so, which one would believe me?
I don't think that any of them would believe you. And I have even had this debate to the point where I've threatened to show them the tapes. we haven't gotten there yet. But
Oliver around and out. Rebound to Barry. He'll put up a 3. No good. Rebound, Reeves, Tipton. Second opportunity. Danker wanted to shoot a 3. Covered up there. Left wing by White. Back to Danker. Trying to drive against Kobe, who dances with him. Now they shoot it right circle. 3 of the way by Nathan is good. Now they're giving points to Heritage Hall.
In my adult life, since I've had these kiddos, I can't tell you how many times I have enjoyed comments from friends, family, total strangers that come by, pat me on the shoulder, and say, "Your wife must have been a heck of an athlete."
Strip and steal, and a layup at the other end. It is now 82-51. I'm telling you, they're giving the points to Heritage Hall. Lob down low. Preston Banks turns it over. Reeves Tipton has it back the other way. Jones will play for 3rd tomorrow against either Chisholm or Kingfisher. A blocking foul, and Reeves Tipton is going to the free throw line. The score is 82-51, as you see on your screen. The scoreboard here in the arena says 84-51. That is not right. And I'll tell you, it's doubly difficult to beat Heritage Hall when you are able to get points and the Chargers get credit for those points.
Yeah, that's not making anybody feel any better for sure.
Free throw, no good. Off the hill of the rim for Reeves Tipton. I'll tell you where they get their athletic ability. I think it's from their Aunt Kelly.
Well, Aunt Kelly had plenty to go around.
She
without
was
a doubt.
really good. Jalen Reeves' second free throw is good. 84-53. 84-52, excuse me. Cross midcourt, Oliver hands it off left side. Little runner put up, miss. Rebound to Jones. Nathan, Euro steps over Davis. Floater is good. 84-54 with 2 minutes to play here in this semifinal game. Heritage Hall against Kingfisher or Chisholm tomorrow. It'll be a great title game. You can see it here on Squirtle. Driving baseline, follow-away jumper, no good. Kobe White. Rebound to the Longhorns. Down 30 with under 2 to play. Michael Berry, out front right side, Tristan Danker. Danker jump passes across the floor, left side Berry. Back out high, Reeves tipped it, and he threw it away on a reversal pass. Threw it right to Oliver, and Oliver 2-on-1 overthrows Blaine Kirk, and it goes out of bounds.
A little bit of an unforced error there from Heritage Hall. Pass was a little direct. I kind of expected him to elevate that one just a bit. I think maybe that's what Blaine Kirk was thinking as well.
Tyshawn Rogers, wearing number 15, a senior, is out there for the first time. 92 seconds to play, 84-54. Berry works left wing, was bumped off his spot, and he's going to the line for 2. 5th foul against the Chargers, and this one is called against Preston Banks.
To the best of my recollection, that means Jones has hit the bonus in every one of the 4 quarters of this basketball game. Heritage Hall, we talked about it, just such an aggressive defense. It's fun to watch, but they do rack up the fouls.
First free throw is up, and it's good.
I'm back.
to thinking about your kids not believing you were any good as an athlete. I think the problem is they've never known you except how you look now, and you don't look like an athlete, but you did at one point.
Now I look like an academician for sure.
Second free throw is good. Wow. At least you had an athletic career. 84-56. Mine was at the end of the varsity bench. Right wing, White with a basketball. To the goal. Layup good. Kobe White with his first basket. 73 seconds to play. 86-56. How about the points on the offense for Heritage Hall in the first two games of this week, Capital? Reeves-Tipton picks at his left corner. Nathan, three front rims now. Jones weak side with the rebound. Reeves-Tipton dribbles out. Leaves it for Berry. Berry looking for a screen and roll. Overthrew the intended target. White has it. 46 seconds to play. All over but the shouting here at the Paul J. Uthier Fieldhouse. White turns, cross courts at Davis. 15-footer, too strong. Heritage Hall with a rebound. Up and under the stick back by Banks is no good. Rebound to Nick Montgomery. Half a minute to go. 86-56. Jones will go to 0-4 against ranked teams. Half of their first 8 games have been against teams ranked in the respective class. And a near turnover is Berry. Out of control, trying to bounce it, and it was tipped out of bounds by Banks.
Tell you, 86-56, a lot of points scored in this basketball game, Todd. This is not the highest point scored in this tournament so far tonight, this week.
No, and it was scored by this same team.
Well, Chisholm and Perry.
That's right. They scored 107, didn't they?
Yeah, Chisholm won that game 106-73.
That's right. Follow-away jumper, no good by Tyshawn Rogers. And on the rebound, a foul with a jump ball with 11.9 seconds to play.
Like after that Chisholm Perry game, they had to check the mileage on the rims to make sure the oil didn't need changed.
Talking to Cole Hibbler, the Chisholm boys coach, before the broadcast today, he said, I wasn't really happy with our defense, but some of those 70-plus points Perry scored came against the young guys. Turnover as Oliver intercepts it to Kirk up ahead. That'll do it. Final seconds melting away. 86-56. Heritage Hall a winner, and the postgame show is coming up next here on Squirtle.tv.
The future comes fast, which is why it's important to start planning for tomorrow today. So whether you're setting aside money for something special or just safeguarding it against a rainy day, at Gateway, we've got competitive rates on a full suite of savings products. So consider us your gateway to earning money on your money. Open a high-yield savings account with an annual percentage yield of 3.5%. Visit gatewayfirst.com. Gateway First Bank, member FDIC.
The perfect golf swing, getting to the top, serving an ace. Whether a professional or a weekend warrior, we all want to do our best. But what if you get hurt? How do you get back to doing what you love? The team at DRH Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine provide comprehensive and advanced treatment for injuries. DRH Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, working to get you moving again.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
There you see the final, game number 2 of the semifinal bracket here at the 57th Week Capital All Heritage Hall. Over fellow 3A school Jones, 86-56. Time now to hand out our Downtown Threads Player of the Game Award. And we're going to go with Embro. Xavier Embro had 14 points. Tell you what, though, Bradshaw probably could have gotten it as well. I thought he played really well from a complete standpoint. Well, the game was somewhat in doubt, but Embro will be our player of the game.
Well, you could have put a lot of the guys from Heritage Hall in a hat and just drawn one out as far as player of the game goes. Very complete team. They play well together. They've got good team chemistry. For a team that plays that fast-paced, they can also play very unselfishly. And tonight, I think it was the depth of Heritage Hall that just ultimately outdid Jones. A great effort from the Jones Longhorns. I really like that group of guys, but tonight Heritage Hall did great. Embro had a fantastic game.
Enjoyed as always, my friend. This is 2 weeks out of the last 3, I think, that you and I have shared the microphone together.
It's been fun. It brings back the nostalgia of the days when you and me were in Alva and getting to do this a little bit more regularly.
Unfortunately, that's all that we have left in our life is nostalgia. Final score 86-56. Heritage Hall. Michael Swisher, Matt Adair coming up next for the girls' semifinal matchup number 2. UConn and Jones here on Squirtle.tv.